Hello again, everyone. Saka here, and welcome back to PowerWash Simulator. And when we last left off, we did the airship, and we bought this brand new power washer. We bought the Prime Vista 3000, which is a heavy duty. So all that's left is the professional duties up top. $10,000 for the Prime Vista Pro, which we'll be working on, heading toward. But first up, a cement mixer. So, how to unpack all this? As far as I can tell, there are only two A Lummixes in the entire world. But we both lived in the same county, with entries in the same recruitment directory. Melts the mind, I know. I'm Axel Lummix, hairstylist extraordinaire. The other A Lummix is Arthur, who's a temporary supervisor, specializing in mining ops. Guess which one of us got called up to run things here for the day? So the hairdresser is in charge of the mining operation, and we are in charge of the power washing operation. And yeah, so I think let's start from the back to the front. We'll definitely need to get up so we can see. Can we use this ladder? All right, yeah, so we are really... Yeah, let's use the green. Yeah, green is cutting through that nice and quick. Thankfully, we bought this heavy-duty washer. So we'll go from back to front if we can. A lot of railing. So this is going to be a little bit tricksy. So this morning, I get a call from an agency asking me to get myself to a mine at Mount Rushless. That's weird, I think. But then I think, don't be judgy, Mr. Judgy McFrownson. Miners need haircuts too. Sure. I'm sure they get helmet hair. Yeah, these railings are going to be a little bit difficult to hit. We'll be sure to hit them from all sides. And oh, in the outlet hopper. Yeah, that's tricksy. Definitely have to watch our angles here. And then, yeah, up and under the basket. Yeah. Shoot. Inlet hopper. Yeah, and even without the extension, we're like really crawling up on this thing. Yeah, this is going to be very, very tricky. At least we can get, like, the platforms, perhaps? Yeah. Dispenser frame. Yeah, platform up top. Hopefully we can get these rails. Alright, so that railing's good. Platform still needs a little bit of work. I can't really see where that platform would need work. There we go. So platform rail is set. Let's hit up the ladder. We're going to get some back spray, but we'll come to that when we get there. Just the little nooks and crannies of this ladder are going to make it difficult. Back side of the ladder. Little rungs and whatnot. There we go. Ladder good. So the platform, I'm still a little bit perplexed about. Oh, right there? Probably. So that's the dispenser frame. Oh, this little groove in here. Okay, I got you. Alright, so platform's good. Dispenser frame. We'll take care of that. Alright, so platform rails are set. Dispenser frame. Whew. Dispenser frame wing. And the outlet hopper. See if we can get this inlet hopper taken care of. All right, dispenser frame also carries on over there. We got the beacon. Come on, dispenser frame. Cool. Dispenser frame got inlet hopper. There we go. Inlet hopper good. See a little bit in the outlet hopper. Let's hit this outlet hopper up. And I think we did a good job from the top. Well, he lied. So that's not good. We can do the chute, though. On the little bars, the chute support bar. Yeah, this is the realm of fiddly bits, I tell you. All right, frame wing. Then we'll have to get to the top probably to get inside the chute. Let's focus up. This is going to be a whole new truck when we're done. All right, so the chute is done. Dispenser mount. But still, I don't know what they want from the outlet hopper. Let's see if we can head up. Drum support ring. So that one's going to be easy. And maybe we'll get lucky. And get the dispenser frame as well. Or the dispenser frame is actually running elsewhere. So all of that is dispenser frame wing. All right, so the mount is good. Or the support. Yeah, even the number plate needs some focus. The yellow's having a hard time getting to it, even with our heavy duty washer. Soap it. Right, so it took a little bit of soap. Maybe that's what we can do for the outlet hopper. Soap it up. And see if anything sticks. Oh, there we go. All right, so outlet hopper good. The wing. We can come at it. There's one wing done. So let's get the other side of the wing. All right, wing done. And dispenser mount done. All right, cool. Whew. Work on the bumper bar. And the bumper bar runs all the way up there. All right, bumper bar is good. So that is outer wheel well. That counts for the mud flap. Yeah, all of that to the reflector. We'll get behind the tire if we can. Yeah, angles are everything here. All right, so from the bumper to the outer wheel well. Let us see. if we can get all the way up to the reflector. That's kind of where we stopped. Yeah, that's a rough angle. All right, outer wheel well here. I don't know if we'll need to soap that. All right, tail lights. And this is classified as truck bed. All right, tail light good. Let's bring the mini step over here just to get a little bit of angle on the outer wheel well. All right, got that done. This is going to be terrible up under here. So I drive out there all excited at the possibilities, but when I arrive, they immediately pop a hard hat on me. Not only is that extremely rude, but also, do you realize how long it took to get my pompadour popping like this? Yeah, hard hats are not good for the hairstyle. That much is for sure. Inner wheel well. It's almost like we have to hit the tires as well. All right, so inner wheel well is good. Outer wheel well to the truck bed side. All right, cool. So that's outer wheel well, and the tail light was done. Up under the light as we can. Behind the light. Get all of that. Good deal. And then we've got extra bits and bobs over here, the chute extension stand. So that's going to make getting the wheel well extremely tough. Up and under. There's a little bit back there and a little bit on top of the tire. Hopefully if we don't ping this, when we get to the tires, it'll pop. All right, cool, inner wheel well done. Outer wheel well is going to be a thing. And then that goes into truck bed. All right, so yeah, outer wheel well. We're going to need a step ladder to get around that chute extension. We can kind of hit it from here. So that's part of the truck bed. So wheel well is separate. So that's chute extension. Cool. So I phoned my agency guy. He explains he booked the wrong lummox. Yeah, you could say that again. Fantastic, I think. Now what? All right, cool. So that is that done. Let's work on this dispenser mount support. All right, one more mount support. Get this truck bed. We might shoot some soap in there, which the soap did not reach. Let's get in there. So dispenser mount support must have, oh, there you go. Cool. Dispenser mount support. So I think that's everything up to here, minus the tires. And we might have to soap these. We'll see. Get the back tire. Cool, back tire's good. So I like to see. No muss, no fuss when it comes to the back tire. We have a lot of good visibility on this front tire. Cool. So that tire's good. Get this back tire if we can. And that wheel well is going to make it really hard. Thank you for not being a total pain. Because that could have been really difficult. All right, wheel well got, or hubcap gotten. Cool, so that's rear tires on that side, good. Excuse me, step ladder. There we go, cool. Tires are not bad. Not these tires, anyway. The other tires that we dealt with at that service station were far more difficult than these tires were. Awesome. And I think a lot goes to this heavy-duty washer that we've got. We don't have to go over these tires too awful much. All right, cool. So that's everything up to there. Now do we do the cement drum? We might. How's that dispenser fins? All right, so the dispenser fins needed some work, so that is good now. And then there was that drum support. Yeah, the drum support ring. And I'm not exactly sure. We might have to get to it from... I don't know, do we turn on the truck and get that spinning around so we can get to the top of it? Or is this one of those things where we have to really come down at a funny angle? Something like that. Yeah, we can't really get the support ring. Kind of at a loss here. Oh, turn on cement drum. Oh, you cheeky. You cheeky, sir. So yeah, we just kind of hold it. Now, if we had variable speed, we could speed it up a little bit faster, but I think we're good here. And this is the work smarter, not harder section of PowerWash. All right, that's the ring done. So yeah, this is one of those things where we can really get a lot done in one fell swoop. Yeah, we're kind of falling behind. There we go. Just go left to right. Get the drum. And then, you know, if the drum doesn't pop, then we let it keep on keeping on. Yeah, this is the handy bit, that's for sure. All right, so that cement part is done. We'll continue rotating it. So now, yeah, aside from these little bits, there's a little bit of soap that was attached. Cool. I think that's done. So now we can go back and forth. Just kind of stand here. We're not being thrown to the side. Yeah, if it was only just a little bit faster. We could do section by section. We don't have to do the whole length each time. Just sort of get up to a certain point each revolution. That looks really clean, though. All right, cement drum, not even 50%. Which makes sense because we still have a good chunk of the main center. And then we've got the front chunk left to do as well. So we'll hit some up while we can, while we're waiting on this backside. Agency tells me to improvise. He says that 93% of any job is one big confidence trick. Well, I could do with the fandango. I could do the fandango before I could walk. So confidence. Do you do the fandango? Thunderbolts of lightning, very, very frightening me. Galileo. All right, a little bit of dirt there, a little bit of dirt there, a little bit of dirt there. And yeah, that's really cool to have it rotate because it helps me see the dirt a little bit easier when it's moving, where it's like, hey, this part stands out above the others, you know, like it's not just kind of hiding in a shadow, it's always moving. So I can look over real quick and say, hey, yeah, that part's not right. You know, I'll be getting the cement drum almost complete here fairly quickly. All right, cement drum done. Maybe the hydraulic motor. So that's the water tank. I don't know if the hydraulic motor spins. It doesn't look like it does. So from here on, we're good with the cement drum. All right, so let's get truck bed. Let's grab our step ladder. So we have a better angle in this truck bed. Something like so. I cobble together a pop-up hairdressing salon and treat all the guys and girls to a spanking new angle. You should have seen them after a deep conditioning, I imagine. Like leaping lambs on a spring morning. All right, so that's truck bed side. That's the hydraulic mount. There's the truck bed. So we'll continue popping up a little bit. Just make sure that the truck bed is taken care of before we start moving to the sides. Which I thought. All right, so we got all of that. We got that. That's part of the truck bed side. Not important. The crevasse here. We're good. Nothing in the angles there. Nothing up against the cab. There it is. Cool. All right. The hydraulic mount. Make sure we can get in all of the angles we need to there. Probably other side. Yep, if I had to make a guess. So hydraulic mount there, that goes all the way to the top. Got it. Behind the hydraulic engine. Make sure we get into the crannies here. All right, hydraulic mount there, drum control panel. And it kind of looked like there's a little bit of dirt right there in that corner. Just making sure that was like a shadow and not dirt we needed to relieve. Then after this, we can get down to the fuel tanks. Oops. We good. Right, hydraulic mount. All the way to the top, that's water tank. Hydraulic mount is good. Hydraulic motor. Yeah, it looked like there's some on the perhaps the top or bottom of the hydraulic motor. There we go. Water tank. Cool. Think we can attack this from the other side just fine. And it'll probably be the top of the water tank if I had to make a guess. So let's just head on up there. I was going to say, yeah, that was really caked on. There's a bit we did not see. Probably on this back side that we could not see. There we go, water tank, good. All right, fuel. And the truck bed sides. All right. Right there in the corner. Truck bed side is good. Let's pop fuel tank. The gauge is extremely clean, all things considered. Yeah, so I imagine with this fuel tank, it looks caked on. That'll be a job for the soap, that is for sure. I mean, look at that. We get the top layer done, and there's dirt just living right up top. That is grody. All right, so I think now it is a job for soap time. All right, cool. Fuel tank good. Truck bed side good. Pipe good. Gauge good. Cool. Right under. Yeah, I like the corners. Getting things partitioned off. Ding, 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 ding. All right, so that was truck bed side. And I think the gauge and the handle. Fuel tank, though, extremely grody. I don't even think the professional grade could get that crap off. All right, underside. And a good soaping. All right, fuel tank taken care of. Truck bed side taken care of. Drum control panel, we didn't get that on the other side. Oh, because there isn't one on the other side. Outstanding. All right, let's get the exhaust stack. And we might have to come at it from the top, but I'll just get into the crevice as best I can for this exhaust stack. I wonder if that steam coming off is because of the hot exhaust. That would make sense. Alright, so if I had to make a guess, it's either going to be the front of the exhaust stack from this side, which, yeah, it does appear to be. Boom. Alright, so stack is good. We'll get the back of the cab. Cab body. Cab window. Yeah, hopefully our heavy-duty power washer was enough to get that window clean. We'll have to come from this other side as well. playing this particular instance makes me kind of wish American Truck Sim had, you know, something like this. That would be outstanding. All right, so let's work on the sides from top to bottom. We do have the roof. Let's do that before we forget it. We'll hit up the cab top. Oh, that is clean. We get the air horns. So a little bit of soaping might need to be done. Oh, pizza pan. So that's all the reflectors done. I think the cab top is looking pretty good. We'll have to do the mirrors after the fact. There was the air horn. So air horns are good. Warning light, warning light, warning light, warning light. Cool. So while we're here, we'll hit up the mirrors. So we can hit the posts. All right, cool. Got that side. The wing mirrors and the brackets. Cool. And now let's head to the bottom side. Got that mirror, and the bracket. Awesome. Teddy bear will be the last. That'll be sort of the crowning achievement. All right, so we got the frame, the large wing mirror, and the small wing mirror. Good deal. All right, mirror is good. Handle. We'll just work down the door. Truck number 6. Who would have thought? Certainly not me. All right, door is good. Working on door guard. Sounds like a Skyrim expansion. Welcome to the door guard. Yeah, up and under here is going to be fine margins to make sure that we get in there. Unfortunately, though, we got a bit carried away and left one of the mixers running. The cement dried, hence, you're here. All right, good deal. Agency said if I didn't fix the sitch, they'd do something. He didn't leave that message up for long. All right, cool. So that was the door guard step. Still needs some attention. I imagine it's like backside maybe. There we go. So step is good. Door is good. We're all good up to there. The bonnet. Little Bo Peep lost her sheep. Yeah, I know. That's British. Just bring the ye olde ladder over here to help. Get the fender well. I was going to say that was a bit stuck on, but I just wasn't aiming correctly. Story of my life. Terrible aim. Alright, inside the fender. And the wheel arch. Okay, cool. Let's focus on the tire. Hubcap good. Come on, tire. I believe in you. Yeah, we got to hit it. There we go. So tire's set, so we're good up to... Yeah, we got the fender. We're good up to the front bumper. And that's a little bit of a soap situation on the nose. Yeah, cool. So that's handle good. Door handle good. Working on the door. We kind of know what we're going to run into here. A little bit Yeah, right there in the groove. Needs some extra attention. Right along the step. Okay, got that. Got that. Up the step. 1, 2 step. All right, got that. And the undersides we can hit. Hopefully this step ladder isn't inconvenient. No, we're good. Cool. So that's all taken care of. And we can actually, yeah, get ourselves good there with the cab bed. Awesome. Kind of stuck. No worries. Door guard, long shot. So that's classified as fender. Yeah, there's door guard. Right along here. That was some. I don't know if we soap it. Soap the door guard. There we go. When in doubt, soap it out. All right, that'll be some soap needed on there. Yeah, the fender is a little bit grody. So we'll need some soapage. All right, tire. Don't do me like that. All right, cool. You good? Awesome. So tires are good. Fender has some rust and definitely some things that we need. Matter of fact, let's get the bigger ladder up so we can do the windshield. It would help if I could walk up. Awesome. Yeah, and I don't know if this needs any special attention or not. Right, wipers are good. Cab is good. Windscreen. Fine. Soap her up. Break up that hard to get. There we go. Windscreen good. Part of me wants the pizza pan. The hood. And that will get rid of the really caked on stuff, it seems. Yeah, so that's that taken care of. Grill surround. The bear's starting to get a little bit of a bath. Get the fender. Cool. So fender's good. We can get bumper as well. This fender is set. Light is good. Let's get the bumper. There's a happy distance that it likes to be. Just have to find it. I think we can do the rest from here. All right, bumper set. Work on the grill surround. That needs a little bit of soap. There we go. Okay, little help on the grill surround. I know the bear needs to be done. I'm saving the bear. Yep, there you go. Cool. Well, we don't need you anymore. I said, we don't need you anymore. Do the grill. And the teddy bear. All right, teddy bear's good. Tail reflector strip and the chute extension stand. Oh, the chute extension stand. We got the chute extension, not the chute extension stand. Okay, cool. Yeah, let's get our extender in there. And then the tail reflector strip. Gotcha. Could soap it. In fact, we will. Because that looked like really caked on dirt. Now, does it have a lip on it? Oh, it most certainly does. Cool, new job is available. Is this Jet and Flo's Angels? I need a hand flipping my farmhouse. Oh, that's going to be big. That is going to be big indeed. All right. Yeah, working from back to front seemed to work. And I like the spinning. Yeah, pretty good. This is Arthur Lummox, the actual temporary supervisor at Fortune's Mine. Public access to this mine is strictly prohibited, and you shouldn't have been here. We need you to sign an NDA to that effect, and trust that you'll destroy any videographic evidence of your work. Oops. Well, this is going on YouTube, buddy. That said, the cleaning itself was outstanding. Please don't speak of this to anyone ever. Well, you heard him, folks. Don't go speaking about this job to anyone ever. And a $1,600 job for a farm at Annie Mall's farm in Pumpton. All right, so that'll put us over $2,000, $2,500.